Good morning, everybody. I hope you are doing well. Welcome to today's Success Life Live. My name is ERICGREID. I'm your host and your coach, and I'm glad that you take time out of your day to tune in for this Success Life Live. It's just a place for us to gather and get our thoughts and get our ideas and get our mindset focused around positive things that are going to grow us and lift us up and move us in the direction that we seek. So I'm glad that you are here and taking time out. Good morning. For those of you who are on Facebook, I see Toomey and I see, I think I saw somebody else sneak by. Donna, there you are. I imagine that you're on your way home and that you're going to have to pull Jake off the wall for the next couple days. He's riding on such a high. Good to see you guys. Yes, it is Wednesday. Good morning. Because it is Wednesday, we know that it is the Lion Roar. So make sure you jump over to Greg's Facebook page today at 11 o'clock for Lion Roar. Good morning, Miss Julie. Good morning, Miss Julia. Whoa. And another got the Julia's. And Mama Faye is in the house. I got to clean up and get straight. You know, Mama Faye's in the house. I better behave. Good morning, everybody. So I wanted to talk about this idea of purpose. Good morning, Richard. Great to have you here. Y'all saw Mama Faye's in the house. I'm going to behave today. Could be on my best behavior. Promise, Mama Faye. So this idea of purpose, that as a coach, often I'll get a call and it's like, I need to figure out my purpose, or I don't know what my purpose is, or I've been struggling to find my purpose. And there's this level of anxiety, like if I don't have a purpose, I'm going to fade into dust in the next 30 seconds. So here, grant me a purpose. And our purpose isn't designed to be like going to the Wizard of Oz and being gifted something and saying, here's your purpose, go forth and live it. I don't believe that our purpose is one thing. I believe that our purpose is to explore and discover our divine nature. Our purpose is to unpack ourselves daily. Every moment of every day, of every event, we should be unpacking who we are and what we are and how we are to live into that moment. We are supposed to be discovering the greatness of who we are as created through the divine and by the divine and by God. And so when I hear this idea of, I need a purpose, your purpose is to be. Your purpose is to be. I once read a quote on a quilt, and it was funny that because we're humans having a spirit, we're spirits having a human experience, not spirits having a human experience. It's that idea that because in the spiritual world, they can't smell a flower, touch a flower, hug a baby, taste a flower. Like there's so much that is gifted to us because of this physical thing that we're in, that we can only experience it because of this physical thing. That if we were simply spiritual beings floating across the universe, we wouldn't get to experience all that is around us at the magnitude and the perfection and the divine order that it is. And that it actually requires that we became physical in order to see this next level of greatness and divineness and perfectness that surrounds us. And so when I think of this idea of, I need a purpose, you were given your purpose to be all that you were meant to be who you were divinely and perfectly created. And when we start looking outside ourselves like, oh, my purpose is to go do this, or my purpose is to do this, or my purpose is to do that, we don't take enough time to silently, quietly, prayerfully consider that maybe our purpose is just to be us. You know, everything in the universe has a reason for its being. And it's sort of like if you look at the watch and you know, back in the old days before all of this technology, you could open the back of a watch and you would see all these gears and springs and fidgets and bidgets and all this stuff in there. And the way that they would work, some would move quickly and some would move slowly and some you didn't even think would move. But if you took one out, the watch would stop. And if one piece was traded for another, obviously it wouldn't work. And I think sometimes we try and create our purpose by looking at all the other pieces within the watch, or all the other pieces within the world, or all the other pieces around us, and say, oh, well, Greg has this purpose, or Julia has this purpose, or I can see that their purpose is this, so I'm going to jump onto that. No, you have a divine and unique purpose. And when you learn to just silently sit, when you learn to connect to who you are, when you ask through prayer or meditation or silence, show me, guide me, you step into it. Often each morning I'll say, okay, God, I got like this to-do list. I got these things. I got like, God, I got to get to the grocery store. Got to get the oil change. Got to pick up the... And I have to stop in a moment and say, okay, all right. Show me, guide me. Show me, guide me. Show me, God, where I need to be. Guide me to where I need to be. Resource me to be there. Oh, that's my purpose. My purpose was to open the door today for somebody. I don't know what. Doesn't make sense to me. I'm just a little cog in the big wheel. All of this is spinning. So if you're asking yourself, well, what is my purpose? Why am I here? What is the divine? Like, I need a purpose. I just came back from an event, from a seminar. I'm in the middle of the year. I wrote my goals and I need to have my purpose. I love the way Eleanor Roosevelt said it. The purpose of life is to live it, to taste experiences to the utmost, to reach eagerly and without fear of newer and richer experiences. I kind of think what she meant is just to live life fully, joyfully, lovingly, filled with kindness towards others, and experience things as they are, not as you want to manipulate them into being so that they can fit some purpose that you fill out in a little workbook on a Saturday afternoon at some seminar so that you can tell the world that you have a purpose. The world doesn't need to know your purpose. The world will never understand your purpose. We're still trying to figure it out ourselves. How can we put it up on a Post-it or an Instagram or something like that and call it, this is my purpose? My purpose changes daily. My purpose changes hourly. My purpose changes moment by moment, connection by connection, event by event, input by input. And to know what my purpose is in each of those moments, I mean, think of it. If you declared my purpose is to blah, 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 and you wrote it on a journal, you're stuck. You're trapped in that time zone. You've become your entire existence, everything that's occurring in the universe around you, everything that the divine is creating, everything that's happening is a waste. Because my purpose, as hereby declared on this Post-it note, is this. Come on! Do you see the foolishness? My purpose is to stay as in close alignment as I can with my God, my divine, my soul, my spirit, my calling. And to do that, I've got to be not only aligned, but aware of where I'm at in the moment. I've got to step into each moment saying, show me, guide me, show me, guide me, show me, guide me, show me, guide me, show me, guide me. Not take me back to the Post-it note that's on my bathroom mirror. Okay? Now, we're talking purpose. Now, you can have goals. You can have objectives. You can have a mission. You can have a vision of what you want to create in your life. But stop getting so hung up that you're creating anxiety and having to take medication because I don't have a purpose. You have a purpose. The purpose of life is to live it, to taste experiences to the utmost, to reach eagerly and without fear for a newer and richer experience. Think of it. Is there any other creature on the planet that can hear laughter out an office window and smile knowing it's their son or their daughter? Is there any other creature on the planet that can look at a picture and connect with heart and emotion? I mean, think of the wonderments that we have. The other day, my office has a lot of windows. Some of you have seen it. And the kids were hanging outside. And they were kind of just off from the office. And it was a nice day, so they were open. And I was listening to them. They were trading Pokemon cards. And so there was trading going on. And all of a sudden I heard my son say, "That's not a fair trade. Please don't do that to my sister." It doesn't seem like much. But to know that when I'm not in the room, he's looking out for her. He's got her back. He was willing to stand up against his very best buddy, the guy that he would, ride or die with, and say, "That's not a fair trade. Please don't do that to my sister." I was just like, that's a purpose fulfilled. To teach him kindness, to teach him equity, to teach him integrity, to teach him how to be present for his sister in a way that I can't be. That's not stuck on a sticky note. That's not trapped in a journal. That's not something that was created in a workshop one weekend. That was created by being present and fully engaged in a million moments leading up to that. And the fact that I could stop what I was doing and hear that and have joy over it and gratitude to God and to my son and to the experience. No other creature on the planet could experience that overwhelming joy that we are given. That is your purpose. To seek joy, to seek love, to seek self, to stand in your perfect, divine awesomeness and just breathe deep in gratitude and grace. So if you're sweating over your purpose, let it go. Step into now, step into today, step into the moments that are happening outside your window that you've been so busy chasing some obscure purpose because it looked like what somebody else was chasing, and just step into it. Be joyful in all things. Thank you, Julia. I mean, it's a funny thing, but I worry about my daughter because she's got some disabilities, and who's going to take care of her, and who's going to guard over her, and who's going to watch over her. And as parents, we worry about our kids all the time, but I think maybe I get to have a little extra 2 points because of her situation. And to see my son step up in that moment, such joy. Now I have visions, I have missions, I have goals, I have objectives. But my purpose was to live that moment and to know that it was beyond and bigger than me. So relax, folks. Relax. You are perfectly, divinely created. All that you are is already here. Your purpose was designed before you were breathed into existence. Stop looking outside of you for it and just settle into you. Breathe deep, and you'll discover it. Moment by moment by moment by moment by moment. Wouldn't it be wonderful to go through life with 1,000,000, billion, zillion purposes fulfilled? Wouldn't it be great to say, "Oh my gosh, I fulfilled like 300 purposes today"? Some other fool was stuck on trying to figure out one. All right, well, that's what I got for you today. I appreciate you joining me and jumping in. I hope Mama Faye doesn't get upset that I lost camera. But anyhow, you guys are amazing and wonderful. I appreciate you being a part of this each and every morning. I ask that you take a moment and just ask yourself, okay, who do I know or who don't I know that might be sitting there struggling today, might be caught up in some kind of anxiety medicated moment of trying to find their purpose, how can I direct them towards this message, whether sharing it in Facebook or in a private message or whatever? Because trust me, the call that I get as a coach when people are literally like feeling as if they have no value, no worth, no purpose in this world is one of the hardest calls for me to take. Because I just want to reach through and say, oh, you have no idea how big your purpose is and how easy it is to find. So I appreciate you guys. You go out and have an awesome, amazing day. Go out and live your life with success. It is yours. You are worthy of it. It has been gifted to you. It's just need you to step into it. All right. Thank you guys a bunch. Good morning, Marie. I saw so many comments go by. Good morning, Greg. Good morning, Don. I think there's a couple other people I missed. I'll catch up to you on the Facebook Live, replay, hashtag, whatever they call it. To the rest of you, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Have a good day.